Hey everybody, hope you all been well. Hope you all had a Merry Christmas, and I think I had a pretty good time myself. Been humbled by, gifts from family, and just had a good time all together, so I feel blessed. Okay, today I want to talk about the Kardashev scale. If you're not familiar with it, look it up online. Michio Kaku and David Icke and all these exopolitical types and scientists, they speak of this. Now, they're trying to push Type 1 civilization is what we're coming into as a global society. So, what really gets me is that when you have the right level of consciousness, you can see that we're already beyond a Type 1 society, and we have been for a long time. But most civilian people don't see that. Most civilian people only think we're coming into a Type 1 civilization, which is planetary. So he explains it as you have terraforming, you can control the climate, you can control earthquakes and natural disasters, volcanoes. All of those things can be controlled. So if you've done your research, hasn't this been happening for a long time? We know that they've had the ability to make earthquakes and cause disasters. We know that they control the climate. So that's, it's been happening. We've been at a Type 1 civilization. The military knows it. Type 1 civilization also discovers, renewable energy, like solar, plasma, magnetic, etc. Technologies the military already has, and is supposed to serve the civilian people, but yet we're coming into a Type 1 civilization just now? It just makes no sense to me. How come they have hydrogen fuel and we don't? So you look into Type 2 civilization now, and this is where you start to colonize other planets, which I think is happening already and has been. You establish interplanetary relations, which I think has been happening since Roswell, and you can condition your sun to a certain extent, your solar star. And I think that's been happening for a while because the so-called Goldilocks zone that all the scientists use is supposed to be a rare thing. And we've evolved to this point for how long now? There's got to be something that's conditioning and guiding us and, terraforming the sun, if you will, to a certain extent. It's probably beyond most human comprehension, but I guarantee you it's there, and it's been there. So in a sense, we're already at a Type 2 civilization, are we not? And then you look into Type 3 civilization. This is intergalactic. You can control many systems, many stars, colonize many planets, and you have intergalactic relations as well. And I think this has been happening for a long time. And quite honestly, I think this is what the federal entity is. The Federal Reserve, the Federation. That's what, honestly, I think it is, everybody. And it makes perfect sense given my studies. Where else would all this crap come from? There's money and ideas and all of this stuff. It's the Federation. And they're right under all our noses, but they're only telling the civilian people, oh, Type 1 civilization, that's where you're at right now, and there's nothing beyond that. We're going to be... Michio Kaku says it takes 100 years to get to a full Type 1 civilization. And yet he knows we're already there. That's what just compels me, everybody. Open your mind and think that it can happen, and then things will start coming into your perception that confirm that for you. And it's like, wow, this really has been happening. So anyway, that's it for today. Check out the Kardashev scale. Think about it. Think about what I've said. Do your own research, and you'll see. We're already at a Type 4 and beyond civilization, and it's all up here. You just have to see beyond these veils, and then you see the greater picture. So don't get on the bandwagon for the Type 1 civilization, everybody. Whenever anybody tries to tell you that, show them you're more of an intellectual, and you're well beyond that. And much love to you all, and be well.